Hello everybody, welcome back to a new mini road trip, because things have moved on a little bit since the last episode when we were up north in Thailand. We were up as high as Mae Hong's Song, all the way up there, and I actually had to call that road trip short by about a week. Out of nowhere, in the middle of the end of December, when it's supposed to be dry, the heavens opened, it was raining non-stop, and the forecast was nothing but rain for 3, maybe 4 days, and that's exactly what happened. I tried to wait it out in Lampang, but it only got worse. So I limped back to Bangkok, I licked my wounds, and I got on my Google Maps and started making a new plan. And I just started thinking, okay, where's dry and where's lovely? And I came up with this beautiful place. This is the coast on the east of Thailand, the chin shape I like to call it. It looks like a chin on the Google Maps, right? And you've got the provinces of Rayong, you've got Chanthaburi, you've got Trat. And so we're just going to cruise along here for a few days. Then I'm going to head over to Khao Chamao, one of Thailand's most highly rated islands. And I'm ashamed to say I've never been there. And then after we've visited Khao Chamao, I've got a very unique location to take you guys to. I think a lot of you might not have heard about this place, and it looks absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to make my way there. I can't wait for the next few days and the next few episodes to explore Rayong, Chanthaburi, the coastline of the east of Thailand, and get to know this place a lot better, because when I was here years ago on Dreamy, I kind of didn't show this place enough love and enough attention. So that's about to change. Enjoy the video. We are beginning immediately with an adventure, and somewhere that we haven't been to before. So I left Bangkok this morning and I drove for 4 hours to get to this part of the coast. And sorry, I'm out of breath. I was not expecting to be hiking with my stuff before I've even had a chance to find a hotel and unpack, because it's Saturday, quite a lot of traffic. By the time I made it out of Bangkok and down here, it was 4 o'clock, and I had a quick look on Google Maps. I'd saved this place years ago when we were here with Dreamy. Sorry, ready cap?
So hard.
So hard, lah? Oh no. Because as you can see, it's quite a unique environment. And I love looking at Google Maps and finding things. And this place is called, in Thai, it's like Champu, which means pink rocks. So there's a few other people here. God, why am I out of breath already? Bloody hell, I was not ready for this. It's beautiful, but I'm not ready for this. Anyway, quickly looked on Google Maps about half an hour ago, and I saw that the national park closes at 4:30. And I don't know if I've got time to come down here tomorrow. So, rushed down here. Now, he wanted to charge me 400 baht, the foreigner rate. But I think he felt sorry for me because the national park closes soon. So he charged me the Thai rate, so thank you, mate. Because, as you can see, quite a nice little nature trail. Literally, straight off the bike. Haven't had lunch. Haven't settled. And we're straight into it, this week's adventure. No messing about. Okay, we're nearly there. This is not the actual edge. There's another collection of rocks over there, which I think I'll go to. There's some Thai kids over there playing. I did see a campsite here, and there's quite a lot of Thai people for the weekend pitching up, getting ready for a a weekend on the coast. I tell you what, these guys have got no excuse for not getting woken up in the morning. They've got their own alarm clock camping right next to them. The only thing that I will mention, because you know I like to keep it real, guys, there is so much trash here. It's actually ridiculous. Like, I've never seen so much. It's not, I don't think it's trash that people who visited the national park have just left here. I think it's washed in here from the sea. I mean, it's way too much for me to have an impact with. If I grabbed 1 or 2 bottles, I mean, I'll try and grab a couple, but I don't have much room in my hands or in my bag. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame. They're building something out of Chang and Leo bottles. Some kind of recycle project. Some kind of an attempt to do something with maybe the glass bottles that wash up here. We can go in. Let's have a look. Oh wow. They actually have built something with concrete, and then they've got all their raw materials in here. I don't know if these have actually like washed up. This certainly looks like washed up garbage. Maybe this is because of the location of the tides and where these rocks are. Maybe it's just a magnet for all of the plastic trash floating in the sea. Obviously, I'm glad I came. This is actually a stunning part of the coastline, as you can see behind me. These, I wouldn't call them pink, I would call them salmon. These rocks. I'm going to get my big Sony camera out. I'm going to film the intro, which you've already seen probably, and fly the drone, get some shots of this place, and then quickly get out of here because they're about to close. So got to make my way back up the mountain, get on Zelda, drive around a little bit and find somewhere to stay in this area. I've had a look on Google Maps. There's loads of places to stay around here. It's very popular, especially with Thai people, but obviously it's the weekend, so we might struggle. Oh my god, this road trip's starting off to quite the eventful start. I've left my keys back at the rocks. I think when I put down my backpack to get out my drone and get out my camera, I remember putting my keys down on the rock. How could I be so stupid and careless? Spent the whole day on a motorbike today, so at least I'm getting my exercise for the day. How would I get back to Bangkok? How would I get around and do this video? All these things running through my head. Right, here's the edge of the rocks. I put my bag down over here where it was safe to do so, relatively flat. Somewhere around here, please. I found them. They were just in a crack in the rock. They must have fallen out my pocket on the way back up these rocks. I'd given up hope and I was just walking home, thinking in my head, like, what do I do? But there they were, just on the floor. So, disaster averted. We can carry on with the adventure now. Okay, let's go find somewhere to stay. This place looks promising. Looks quite posh. And it's Saturday, so let's see if they've got any rooms. Oh, it's lovely. Okay, good news, bad news, and good news. Good news is they have a room, and because the sun is setting and I don't want to drive around anymore, I'm going to take them up on their only available room. The bad news is it's quite expensive, but it does have a pool, and I've paid, and a nice welcome drink. Cold beer, I need it after today. Okay, as you can see, quite nice. And then outside, we've got swimming pool situation. Oh my god, what a chaotic start to this trip. Oh wow, look at these boats. Alloy mate. Good morning. I slept quite well last night in that mini little mansion. Luckily, this little bay that I found last night with these houses faces east. And along the coastline, over the ocean, distant mountains of Trat province. It's been quite a lovely morning, really. Tomorrow I'm going to head over to Khao Chamao for the first time. Like I said before, I'm quite excited for that. So we'll just slowly wake up, slowly enjoy the morning, and slowly drive along the coast, and we'll stop at some places that I really want to revisit, and we'll go find some new stuff as well. In fact, talking of new stuff, there's a beautiful looking bridge over there, and in the distance is this blue temple, and it looks huge. So I'll definitely have a quick look at that in the morning as well, whilst we before we leave this area, because even from all the way over here I can see that temple looks absolutely beautiful. Goodbye, beautiful little house on the beautiful little bay. Right then, let's go. Come cab. Yeah, it certainly was a beautiful morning. And as I drove past the Blue Temple, it lit up in the morning light so magnificently, a truly beautiful place. And just 30 minutes further up the road, we made it into central Chanthaburi, home to this beautiful cathedral and a very interesting town indeed. Let me tell you some more. this community here in Chanthaburi, just on the coast. It's quite unique, and it's somewhere that I wanted to revisit for two reasons. The first, there's a beautiful cathedral here and a gorgeous community that's been here for over 300 years. Because of the location, on the coast, it's very fertile land. It brought a lot of people, and 300 years ago, a lot of the people who came here were Vietnamese and Chinese, as well as Thai, obviously. But a lot of the Vietnamese are Catholic.
This cathedral's been here for hundreds of years, but in 1909 it was rebuilt in its current Gothic style, and since it was Sunday, I used that opportunity to pop in and take a look.
I was raised Catholic, actually. Went to an all-boys Catholic school. It was a big part of my life when I was a kid, but lots of memories going back in there. Good memories as well, but I think religion's a different part of my life. A quick message from the sponsor of my channel, Squarespace. If you need to build a website for any reason in 2025, it's never been easier than right now, especially on Squarespace, thanks to their brand new AI-led feature, Design Intelligence, which will build the website for you. You just tell it who it's for, what you're trying to do with it, and then it'll just build it in a matter of moments. And then of course, like my website here, you can add your own videos, add your own pictures, and it's really simple and easy to do so. And if you need to update the website at any time, it's so easy. I just recently wrote a blog post about my family trip. It took me a few minutes to just input all the text and pictures, drag things around. It was super easy and convenient. Even using the Squarespace app, I was able to amend how it looked on mobile, and again, that was really easy. When you are ready to go live, make sure to come back to this video or click the link in the description,
because you'll get 10% off your first website or domain.
Thanks to Squarespace, and let's get back to the video. Okay.
อร่อยนะ
จริงอ่ะ
จริงจ้า
Okay, I trust you. I could not resist the charm of that little old lady in the market there. She had such a big smile, and she hooked me, hook, line and sinker, for some durian snacks. Normally I'm a bit too scared to try durian, but these do look quite nice, and they do smell like durian, which if you don't know how it smells, can be quite a controversial smell. But yeah, it smells quite sweet, soft, gooey, and smells like durian. It's like a sponge cake with a pungent, exotic taste, which you would expect from durian, right? This little community is lovely. You should come visit if you're in the area, guys. Especially if you're driving in a car from Bangkok. Let's say you're going to Khao Chamao. Come visit this little community. It's on the way from here to the pier to go to Khao Chamao. It's about an hour. So it'd be rude not to.
All around Chanthaburi are lots of gem mines, and so in the town centre itself you'll see lots of people selling polished gems, all different colours, all different carats. Great for jewellery and great for people who want to get a little sparkly memento. There's also this beautiful old lady who cooks up a storm of seafood tom yum soup. I had been here before, but since I was in the area, how could I not come back and relive this delicious noodle soup. Big chunks of crab, 2 or 3 mantis shrimp, lots of delicious noodles, and lots of other crispy, gooey seafood surprises in the broth. I'll leave the Google Map link, as usual, in the description if you're in the area. Come and try our bowl. It's delicious. And I was going to need my energy because about an hour up the road was a national park I've never been to before. And as I got towards these mountains, I knew I was getting close So I pulled over to get a drone shot and to prepare myself for what is going to be quite the adventure.
One of the things that I love to share when I'm traveling is like the texture of things. Sometimes it's nice to show you the roads and logistics and historical facts and etc, but sometimes it's good to look at textures, and I can't think of a better texture to share than this. I was just parked underneath here in the shade. I just needed to get a quick drone shot of the national park that we're heading to, and as I was setting up the drone, I looked up and I realized that this is a jackfruit tree. I'm pretty sure this is a jackfruit tree, guys. I've not actually seen one before with this many fruits. Jackfruit is related to durian, except it's much bigger. I think it's the largest hanging fruit in the world. And it grows here in Southeast Asia. And look, down here is a small one. This one here, very small, but still massive, right? It's still bigger than my hand. But the ones around here are double the size. They're like the size of a big tiger melon fruit, and then the bigger ones are up here in the tree. They are huge, and they get bigger than this. This is actually quite a young tree. Sometimes you see them for sale in the market and they're absolutely massive. They're bigger than this backpack on the back of my bike. The thing is, I don't really like the taste or the smell, so I've never actually bothered to buy one or to eat one. Beautiful thing of nature, and obviously it's very spiky and prickly, and a beautiful texture to share. A bit random, a bit off topic, but texture, very important thing to feel, to portray the feeling anyway, of the unique things on this planet. Okie dokie, so welcome to Khao Chamao National Park. A new national park for me, never been here before. And it looks busy. Ooh, looks busy. Lots of motorbikes, lots of cars, and lots of people coming and going on this nature trail. As you can see behind me, and there's quite a lot of information at the visitor centre, there is a hike. I think it's saying 2 kilometres, 2,000 metres, all the way to the final 7th waterfall. And we just kind of make our way along the river. So what I think I'll do, walk all the way the 2 kilometers to the final waterfall, and I'll share with you each waterfall along the way. And then once we get to the 7th one, we can figure out which one was the best. There's actually a little shelf, a little storage area, so I'm going to dump my bag and just carry everything that I need, swimming costume, GoPro and my camera, and do the hike now. So I'm a little bit lighter on my feet because it's the middle of the day, and as you can see, loads of Thai people, loads of people here having picnics, and there's even quite a few tourists here as well, which is surprising because this area is not very well known, although to be fair, Pattaya isn't that far from here, so maybe this is a place people come to escape. Pattaya. Beautiful. Level 1 is a vibe. I'm very tempted to stay here. It's a big, deep, calm pool with fish, a nice trickle, and the little boy's having a right good time. And there's not that many people here, so obviously we'll keep going. But level 1, thumbs up, level 1. Steep,
quite difficult, guys. Ugh. Especially on a hot day. Okay, welcome to level 3, and wow, look at this. Okay, let's go. I bet it's going to be cold. I'm going to pretend that it's not cold because the guys are looking at me. Whee! Fresh! Okie dokie, welcome to my hotel. I found this place on Facebook. And, oh, a bathtub. Basically, they have 2 room types, river view or beach view, and the beach view is a bit more expensive. It's very clean, it's very modern, very minimal. This is the river view. Nice, comfy. Free snacks and a beautiful view of the river. Let's go out and have a look. And the rooms get more expensive the higher they go. Obviously ground level, a bit more convenient, but that's the cheapest room. You can go kayaking as well. And this is the river that flows out to the sea. And there's the mangroves. There's looks like a canopy walk over there. And then there's like apartments and condos. This whole beach is residential, and it looks really beautiful. So let's go have a look at the sea.
So this huge stretch of sand is man-made, guys. There obviously used to be a coastline here. There obviously used to be sand along here. But someone had a genius idea by planting all of these rocks in little lines to create artificial coves. What happens is once you dump all these rocks into the sea, eventually over time, quite quickly, the tides create these semicircle, half-moon shaped bays, and the rocks act as a sort of protection against storms and surges and tides and things like that. And so people who want to buy land here and build and develop this area can, knowing that they're not going to get destroyed over time with high tide, low tide and lots of storms. And the rocks give you a place to stand and admire the view and the coast and the sunset and cast your rod and go fishing. In the distance is what Rayong is known for, and that's industry. All along this coastline are gas factories and oil refineries. This is the hub of all of the ships. In the distance there are hundreds and hundreds of oil refining ships and all types of industry ships coming in and out with their loads. So it's not really known as like the tropical paradise of Thailand. But because they've built this long stretch of sand and they've developed it now, it's become a destination. More so with the Thais, you don't really get too many tourists here. They are all around the corner in Pattaya in comparison. But yeah, we didn't come here last time and I wanted to have a night here, and I found that beautiful hotel right behind me. This is probably a really nice place to live. Cheers. It doesn't get more Thai than classic country Thai music on a tarp with a cold bottle of Sing, and the people behind me, it's so funny. This is so Thai, right? This is the most Thai thing I've seen in a long time. Beautiful view, uninterrupted view of the sunset, the beach. But Thai people don't want the sun in their face, so they put the massive umbrellas right in front of the tables, and so the people behind me can have their dinner, have their beer without the sun touching their face, and it completely blocks the view. So they're just looking up and looking at the back of an umbrella. But that's how they do it here. It's been a really great few days exploring this coastline. We've had beautiful sunrises, sunsets, waterfalls, and gorgeous food, and just, yeah, it's been really fun to experience a part of the coastline that doesn't really get that much attention. It's been a fun, chilled adventure because this is just a very fun and chilled part of Thailand. It's not pretentious, it's not overdeveloped, it's just very chilled and laid back. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week from an island that many people say is the best island in Thailand. So we'll find out together next week.